Oh, what's that? This is better than the Powder Mage trilogy? Yes, it is. Hello everyone, my name is Reese and welcome to my channel. Today I am reviewing this Sins of Empire, that is my dog, Sins of Empire by Brian McClellan. It is the first book in the Gods of Blood and Powder trilogy, which is the follow-up trilogy from the Powder Mage trilogy. And I had really high hopes for this and they delivered. I'm so glad. This was a really strong book. I really enjoyed it. It was... the Powder Mage trilogy was a great trilogy. It set up the world, it made things so good. There were a couple of little gripes I had about it that I just wanted to know a bit more. And this, it just seems to be delivering. It's taken all of the best bits from the Powder Mage trilogy and plonked them into this one and taken them to the part of the world that I was really interested in. So for me personally, I am loving this. We're in Fatrastra. I can't say this word. We're in Fatrastra, which is another nation set somewhere else in the world from the last series. That's something this did brilliantly. It expanded the world. It made it feel like a real lived-in world with the different nations moving around. You've suddenly got... I mean, it helps by having the map at the front of the book. This map, it really helped by having that of placing us in the world and where everything in the last book happened and the distances and how much bigger this world now is. We got to be in there and see what was happening, and it tantalised us with more mysteries, and yet gave us such brilliant characters as well, because now in hindsight, some of the characters in the last one, they were great. But my favourite ones were the real ones, were the more human ones. And this one gave us more of those. So we follow three main POVs in this one. We have Valora, who was in the last one. She is now the head of the mercenary army, and it's sort of her command. And so it's really nice to revisit her and have her from the last book there. Then we've got two new characters. We've got Mikel Bravis, who's a great, really interesting character and a brilliant... he was like a sneaky, reluctant hero. I didn't realise I was reading the reluctant hero trope, really, until we were about, I don't know, maybe within the last 100 pages. And then I was like, oh, yeah, he is. And he's really good. He's really good at it. And he's got this sort of weird, almost like Gollum-like thing going on, which I don't want to say too much about him because there's a lot of twists and turns in his story. And it was really interesting to delve into, and I enjoyed his character thoroughly. But by far, the best character is Ben Stike. He's the Logan Nine Fingers. If you've read First Law trilogy, he is the Logan Nine Fingers of this, and I'm absolutely fine with that. Logan Nine Fingers is a brilliant character. Having a Ben Stike, getting the compliment of it being like Logan Nine Fingers, he's amazing. He is this grizzled veteran who has got this just mean streak in him, and he just delights in pain. But at the same time, he's got this softness and this warmth to him. He's so likeable that you just want to be on his side. And following these three through the twists and turns of this story, so much of it was like... There was a point where I was just sat down, I was like, I don't want this to end. I was just in the middle of the book, just reading it, and I was like, yeah, I could read 1,000 more pages of this and just keep going and going. And then the twists came in, and there were some throwbacks from the original series, which I don't want to say here because they are major spoilers, but it just had me so excited. And I think this was a great sequel trilogy start of a sequel trilogy, because it had the perfect blend of old stuff that we knew from the last trilogy and new stuff to tantalise us in. I think this was an absolute brilliant start to this second trilogy. The only small thing I have about it, and it's not even a gripe, it's an asterisk, I would say, because I'm in my heart I'm ready to give this a 5-star, but I'm not. I'm giving it a 4.5. 4.5. And the only reason I'm not giving it 5 is because the ending didn't quite hit quite as hard as I wanted. I think on the sort of I think it's called the falling action. It made a lot of promises that if the rest of the series can deliver on, this is 5-star. This will be a 5-star. I'd like to think I'm an optimist, but I think it's also my skepticism that makes me go, is that promising too much? Is it setting my hopes up and they're not going to deliver in the later books? If it delivers on the promises it's made, 5 stars. At the moment, it's sitting at a strong 4.5. I genuinely enjoyed this, I think, more than the entire last series. And I'm very much looking forward to the rest of it. But yeah, this was great fun. And I can't wait for the next ones. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed it. Leave some comments down below if you enjoyed it. Like and subscribe to follow along for the rest of the reviews and just to discover more epic fantasy and books in general. But thanks for watching. See ya.